right, man. Let's talk about. You got Bill Belichick. Excuse me, has have some critiques or some concerns about the Detroit Lions after praising them all season and about the pass rush and said they can use a little secondary help. But fortunately enough, they will get some secondary help when F.A. Melifanu and Ishrak Straw, come back. So that will eventually happen. As far as the pass rush, it's tough right now. We knew that coming in when we lost Aiden Hutchinson. Didn't stop us from beating the Packers. Didn't stop us from beating Houston. He said we had little problems with that when we were playing Houston. I was like, we had 4 sacks, even though Houston got one of the worst offensive lines in football. But still, we sacked Caleb Williams a couple times. Well, he says that's only because that quarterback's been holding the ball. I mean, at the end of the day, if you holding the ball, then you doing your job as a defense, is just in my opinion. I feel like, if you're making a quarterback hold the ball, especially when you got 3rd and 4th and 5th string DBs out there like the Lions had versus Chicago Bears, I feel like you doing your job. Now, we are coming on a stretch with some mobile quarterbacks. And one of the things I have noticed, and I can't agree with old Bill Belichick, is the simple fact that us losing Alex Anzalone, he was a great blitzer. Us not having F.A. Melifanu, he was a great blitzer. So we did lose something there. Now, as far as pass rush, Zadarius Smith is making it happen. We just have to bank on. I just had some, what you call it? What do I call that? The real popular popcorn. That's healthy for you. That popcorn. What is it called? I got the bag in there somewhere. It was so good, bro. Indiana popcorn and that one I'm speaking of. What is the name of this popcorn? It's eluded me. But it's good. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The vegan friendly one. White and green bag. But, Liam McNeil been getting some juice and, but yeah, it's a concern, and they've been, stunting and sending an extra guy and blitzing 5. So they've been doing some things trying to blitz a little bit more, and it ain't been getting there without Anzalone and without F.A. Melifanu blitzing and all that. So it's a concern, but their secondary is equipped to handle it, unlike last year. Their secondary been playing well. Even versus the Bears, they played well into the second half. So you get Carlton Davis back, you'll get Terrion Arnold back, and honestly, yeah, it's a concern, but they have guys that are capable pass rushers still on this roster. When you talk about Enrique, hopefully he get healthy. Nobody thought he'd stay healthy this long anyway. Josh Pascal, he may not per se get sacks, but he gets penetration in the backfield. His penetration is key. Elaine McNeil, he gets sacks. DJ Ritter been getting in on him. So we'll see what the Muhammad guy got as well, too. He's made some plays this season that I really, really like. So we'll see. And, people are, getting turned on to Philly. Oh, Philly can get after the quarterback, and, Philly has the style. And Philly it's phenomenal. I mean, they've been, getting talent all year. They even got Gardner Johnson. He's actually healthy. Cooper DeJean, the cornerback, the first white corner since Jason Sehorn. Quinyon Mitchell's been playing well. It was a point in time where they were sour on Philly when they were struggling versus Jacksonville, and we blew them out. So you got to understand there's highs and valleys in the season for every team. Last year, Philly was where we was at, or almost 10-1, and then they fell off a cliff. So at the end of the day, I told y'all the Lions are hitting a critical stretch, not just because of the opponents that they're facing. They're hitting a critical stretch because right around the Chicago game is kind of when you want to start to be playing your best football. You want to start to be playing your best football. You want to get lucky and be healthy and start to get healthy in those games. That's when you want to start playing your best football. Around the Chicago game. The Chicago game, get them 3 games left, which will be Chicago, 49ers, Minnesota. right around there, you want to be starting to play your best football. You want to be healthy, and you start to want to get healthier and get guys back. That's where you want to leave in December. Coming into January, where you want to be playing your best football. So, really, they say, we need to get help. I mean, help can be internal as far as, guess what? Remember last year, the Lions had a weak secondary. Aaron Glenn did his best version to do what? Even in the pass rush was a little bit shaky last year. He did his best version to cover up the secondary woes. He don't get enough credit. We used to criticizing him, but he doesn't get enough credit for, closing that gap. He really don't get enough credit. Okay. So he closed that gap last year. So this year, you can close that gap. Now, is it easier to close the gap for pass rushing than it is for the secondary? Guess what? It wasn't no secondary help coming last year. It wasn't happening. Vitor was the help. So, quite frankly, you can stunt, you can blitz, and they're going to get help there. I mean, Jamal Adams will help. You will get Anzoni back. He is a great blitzer, and he's able to close that gap and bring quarterbacks down. You'll get him back. You'll get, hopefully you get F.A. Melifanu back. So them three critical guys in that front that you can get back. Now, could you remix some things? You could put BB, Brian Branch, back at the nickel, and that can help solidify him blitzing off the edge and providing some more run support as an additional linebacker. But that's why they got Jamal Williams. So, like I said before, you can stunt, you can blitz. You do got some Darius Smith who can go inside, outside. You will get Pascal back, Anzarike back, and with getting Pascal and Anzarike back and bringing and trusting Muhammad, them guys. Now what you're saying is, I can play Anzarike more in the middle than on the outside, getting Broderick Martin back. That's going to save some people. Now, because you go out on the open market and try to convince the J.J. Watt and Dominican Sue to come back here and give you a little bit more juice. I mean, yeah, Randy Gregory or somebody like that. But to be honest, yeah, you can stunt, you can blitz, you can just go with the talent that you got. It's not shabby. Lee McNeil can push the pocket. Pascal can push the pocket. Anzarike, if he's able to play his natural position as a defensive tackle, he can push the pocket. Darius Smith can push the pocket. So you got some guys out there that can make some things happen. And you got some really good blitzers there. You got, Brian Branch who can blitz. You got F.A. who hopefully he comes back, get healthy. He can blitz. Anzoni is a great blitzer. Jack is okay at blitz. So you got some guys that can help. And that's one of the things about Amick Robertson a little bit that you kind of, misses, kind of the physical nature that Brian Branch played and his ability to blitz off that nickel spot. Amick is not that guy, as far as that. But what Amick does bring, he brings better coverage skills, in my opinion, as far as being able to stick with the receiver, the little shiftier, faster receiver. So it's some additions by subtractions there. And some subtractions there, but it is what it is. But Bill has a valid point. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. That's it. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.